Hi, this is Nikitin Dheer and you're watching me on MissMalini.com. My character's name is Tangaballi and he belongs to a small village in Tamil Nadu. And he's a simple guy, but he holds quite a bit of powerful position in the village, and he's a very self-respecting man. And as the story progresses, he has some kind of conflict of views with the protagonist of the film. That's pretty much the character. Tangaballi, it means man of gold in Tamil, so yeah. Actually for my earlier film Dabang 2, I had to lose some weight, I had to lean out. So because this character is a more rural character, they didn't want a very contemporary kind of a look. It had to be very rugged and rough and tough and all that. So I gained some weight for it. It was not that difficult. The more difficult part for me being, because I belong to the northern part of India, I don't know much about South or the language. It took me a while to learn it, but I think we've pulled it off pretty well, and I hope people like it. I don't know, actually I've been offered some stuff for positive roles as well, but it sometimes doesn't work out and sometimes it is not as exciting. So it is nothing that I'm only planning to do negative or anything of that sort. It's just that it's just the way the ball is rolling, I'm just going with it. I don't know, I belong to a little more older school of thought for me. I'm a big fan of the dacoit films and that era of cinema. And I feel if I get an opportunity, I'd love to do one of those kind of roles, like a Mujhe Jeene Do or a Ganga Jamna or something of that sort. I've said this earlier, and it's kind of the easiest way for me to explain how it is to work with Shah sir. It's like going to school, you come home learning a new lesson every day, and he's the thing with him, he's a very generous and a fantastic person, and we all know how good of an actor he is. So when someone as new as me gets an opportunity to work with him, it's a fantastic learning experience, and you don't even realize it, but you're getting better at your own craft. So yeah, it's fantastic. The number one thing, I think this is the one thing I've learned from all of my seniors, is that just keep your head down and keep working, and just let the work speak. No, fortunately I wasn't, and I was actually always ready for something that was, if it was going to happen. But I think Rohit bhai, took me like he thought I was a kid, so he let me go. Unit to work with. I think the most fun I've ever had, and for me personally, it was. A dream come true to be directed by Rohit Shetty. I used to pester him because I knew him from earlier. I used to pester him that, sir, I would like to be a part of his films and everything. Even when he was making Singham, he was doing an action film after very long, and I love the way he does action. So I even, messaged him during that time, but he told me there's nothing in it for me. So then when I got a chance to do Chennai Express, it was just really, really nice. And the whole vibe of the unit and the way they are, it's a lot of fun, and you don't want to come back home. Even after the shoot was over, we all used to hang around, and on set for another hour, post pack up, and then come back to the hotel. And all. It was really, really nice. There's this one sequence between Shah sir, Deepika, and me, and it's supposed to be a very serious scene, but it's really funny, and we just could not keep a straight face throughout that whole sequence. And I think we took I think 3 days extra just because we couldn't stop laughing, and it was hilarious. It was either one of us would keep laughing, so if two had a straight face, one would laugh. So it was a really, really fun experience, and that scene I think will be a highlight. So yeah, most of my work is either with Deepika or with Shah sir.
So what was it like working with Deepika?
Working with Deepika was really, really nice. I think she was the one on set who was more my age and everything, and and her experience, is even though she is new in the industry, is much more than mine. So you get to share so many things, and the equation was really nice. Really, the camaraderie we had on set was great. I think we all find our own way, but yeah, I think intensity is one of my USPs as far as performances are concerned, and I like to keep it that way. And whatever little bit I have done, people think of me as an intense actor. So I think it's a great compliment for an actor to get. So yeah, I mean, thank you whoever thinks that about me. For me, I think my father being an actor, you just learn more than anything else about etiquette as far as the industry that you work in. And I think the little bit that I have learned is that my father always says that in this industry, good actors may not last, but good human beings last. And so you genuinely should try to be a better human being and a good human being rather than just focusing on your craft and leaving that side out, because that reflects on the face and the eyes and all that. So that's what I focus on more than anything else. Actually, I wanted to be in the armed forces, but as a child, I think I was 8 or 9 years old. My father was doing a television series called Mahabharata, and it was a weekend. So I went on set, and I felt this feeling. It's hard to describe in words, but it was this exhilaration, and I just thought at that moment that this is something I want to do for the rest of my life. So yeah, if it was not acting, I would definitely be in the armed force. I think the way all of them approach the same scene, the little bit that I have learned is different. But there are many things that are the most common thing I would say between all of them is they don't take their position for granted. They work hard. They work so hard every single shot that it is inspiring. So that you kind of realize that becoming a star is one thing, but staying a star is a whole different ballgame. My personal favorite film of all time. Actually, I'm a big film buff, so I have many. It would be very hard for me to choose one. But I think right up there would be a film like Ganga Jamuna, because I'm a huge Dilip Kumar fan, and I think he is the epitome of many things an actor can do. So I think that film would be right up there. Rohit Shetty was actually a dream come true for me, and there are a few more, but let's see how life pans out.